just another trip here?
Yeah, no, till the 14-minute mark, they controlled the game and beat us on the boards. I mean, it's 13-0 second chance points at one time, and points off turnovers. They were dominated, but we got that turned around 12-2 the second half, and I think that was the difference in the game. Our defense turned up a little bit, and we got some hands-on balls and didn't get the shots they wanted.
When Jackson had been 1 for 16 from three, they've had a couple of games to drill them over and over again there down the stretch. Just what is it about his mentality in that moment to still have that confidence when it was a tough go the last couple of games?
Confidence is preparation, and he's in the gym shooting all the time. And, I told the guys go through stretches where the ball just don't go. And you just got to fight through it. You got to get more shots. You got to wait for good ones. I was a little disappointed. He took a couple bad ones early, and not threes, but just shots. And you can't get yourself going if you got to wait for good ones. And then build it from there. But he took a bad shot there late in the game, and then come down and hit a three the next possession. So what do they say on that one show? Memory of
a goldfish?
Goldfish, that's right. Takes a bad shot, I bite him a little bit, and comes down and hits a big three. So, no, I mean, he should play with confidence. He's in the gym all the time preparing, and that's where confidence comes from.
Danny, did you get on Nate a little bit at halftime? Did you say something to him to kind of get him to spark him in that second half?
We just need to get the ball inside. We didn't shoot any free throws the first half. I mean, we just threw it around the perimeter and wanted to shoot threes. He shot 3 threes the first half, and they get inside. Supreme gave it. Supreme was 2 for 3 inside. We get the ball inside. You got to get to the free throw line, something driving it. And they shot 23 free throws. We shot 12 because they got the ball inside and they went into the basket better than we did. So, second half at least we got that ball inside to Nate. One time he was 7 for 7 inside. He ended up 10 for 13 inside. Shot that fader there. He didn't need that, but other than that, aggressive. Went to the ball, went to the glass, and everything was nose to the goal, and played really well.
And on the flip side, I mean, Oregon State had 28 points in the paint in the first half, only 2 allowed in the second half. How much of a difference maker did that make for your guys' defense to stop them inside?
Well, they got wherever they wanted in the first half. I mean, they shoot almost 50% and score 47 points. Second half, they shoot 28% and score 28 points. Some of it was them just missing some looks, but most of it was us finally trying to guard somebody. We made so many defensive mistakes, doubling off the wrong guys, just no discipline defensively. It was embarrassing half the defense, and they made us pay for every mistake we made.
The timing of this one, how is it different, Dana? Not just in terms of the game itself, but I mean more of the things that you're looking to correct and adjust. If this came in February, you might only have 4 games left. Here, you got 25 games left. So what does this allow you to harp on over the next couple of days before Vegas, before different opponents?
Well, Texas A&M is the #1 offensive rebounding team in the country, and they shoot more free throws than anybody. If we don't get on the boards and stiffen up our defense, there's not going to be much fun next Tuesday. We got so many areas to improve. I'm sure Wayne feels the same way about his young team, and they're going to be really good if they play together. I like their personnel. Watching them on film, I really like their people, and so we both have a lot of growth that we both can have. I think the upside for both of us, if we'll work our tails off and if guys will accept roles, I think both teams, he's got some depth, we've got some depth. So it is a little awkward playing here in November, but it was a good ball game. Wayne had his guys ready. They kicked our tails that first half.
Can this game serve as maybe like a jump start for Nate to go inside, see what he's capable of? And they're double teaming him, sometimes triple teaming him.
No, he played his tail off. 14 rebounds, 10 for 16 from the field. I hope so. I mean, him and Supreme. Why not get inside? I mean, I hope our guys rally around it, know that we've got an anchor in there. know that Supreme's there. Brandon took that thing into basket a few more times. TJ got to line, taking it. Those guys, we got to get the ball at the basket. We're too happy standing on the perimeter and throwing it around the outfield, not getting us where we need to be.
What does Nate have to do to take that next step defensively for you guys?
His activity's got to get better. He gets stuck in the mud sometimes, resting, and he's got to be more athletic. Knees got to be bent, slide those feet a little bit more. But he can do that. He's a better athlete than what he's shown on defense, and I keep telling him that because I think he's got better feet than what he shows. So I'd like to see him slide his feet a little better, get his hands more active, use his length. But that's all I can say. I think we're really underperforming defensively. Just not active enough, not using our athleticism, letting guys catch it where they want to catch it, then trying to guard them. We got a tremendous amount of work to do. It is a work in progress, but I'm really disappointed with that first half effort, our discipline defensively, how many mistakes we made. We got to start cleaning a lot of things up.
Going back to the second half, just to come back in the second half the way that your team did,
Absolutely.
especially at first when it really wasn't going your way, but to be able to stick it out to the end. Just how impressed were you with their effort in that second half, and how hard is it to do in an environment like a rivalry environment?
Well, we were down 12 with 13:45 to go. We were in bad shape, but again, I'm really pleased with the way the guys picked up the defense. We got some steals. Our defensive activity got better. Our rebounding got better. I'd like to look at the stats the last 13 minutes, but I think we finally got on the boards. Nate did a tremendous job. So, no, the last 13:45 was a different team. Outscored them 15 points, and so I'll have to look at the film, but I'm sure that 13:45 is going to be a lot better than the other 27 minutes.
What's the value intangibly, Dana, to outcomes like this? I mean, won 8 straight in this series. 4 of them have been by 1 scores here. And to the outside, to fans, you can rattle off whether it's Eric or Waldo or Dante last year, now Nate and Jackson. But to a team, to a program, what can it mean in recruiting? What can it mean in in-state stuff? What does it mean to just rival when you have this?
Well, winning is so important to your fans, your team. I always tell our guys, you can learn something off a win. Usually stubborn teams or immature teams, you got to get your tail kicked a couple times to learn some things. But we need to learn more from a win. But it's important. I mean, like I said, I don't want to take anything away from Oregon State because Wayne has put a good group together and recruited some foreign players that know how to play and are active, can shoot it. So, we have more experience inside with Nate, and it paid off. Jackson, who's he's struggled. I mean, he's been struggling, but he did some big shots there. Keyshawn kept us in it the first half. Keyshawn played good. So, you expect those older guys. Those guys have been around. I know Nate didn't play last year, and Key got hurt after 17 games, but god dang, they've been around guys that really compete. Jermaine, Dante, guys that work their tail off. So I hope they learned something from that. And our new guys, we're going to have to rebound better. We're going to have to defend better. And, the recruiting front and all that, it's crazy times. So I don't know if it will help us any. Recruiting, don't ask me any recruiting questions because I don't know. But we got to keep working, and next week will be a big week for us.
What?
Last question.
What next week? What's the plan for the next 4 days before you go to Vegas and just?
We'll since we can't take a week or a day off next week, we got to take another one off this week. So then with Saturday and Sunday, we'll work out in Eugene. Get on the charter Sunday afternoon, fly down there. practice there. We play 1:30 on Tuesday, so we'll practice there Monday, and then try to get ready for a very good Texas A&M team that is really hard-nosed, great rebounding team. Buzz does a great job. We're gonna have to play our tails off down there. There's not any gimmies, and we're gonna have to play so much more physical, so much harder. I hope our guys understand that.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.